Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's up scenario? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me let a few people get in the building, man. It's about to go down, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's new music and business Thursdays, baby. And yes, we are in the building. Y'all ready to do this, man? Where my partner in crime? Oh, okay, there you go. My partner in crime.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up?
Man, you know,
Man,
sliding
man.
through traffic, weaving, bobbing to get here on time. You heard me? All right,
You
people.
you
Yes,
here, baby. You
yes,
are
yes.
here. You are
By the
here.
grace of God here.
Man. And that's a beautiful thing. You feel me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Feel me? How's your week been going so far, my brother?
Man, the week has been phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. It is
Wow.
official.
That's great.
OTG Platinum Boy. We are going on tour. Oh, so
Oh
yes,
so, oh shit.
yes, official. November
Yeah.
first stop, Columbus, Ohio, November 25th. Yes, sir. Details coming soon to y'all, man. Flyers are getting printed up as we speak. Just officially got off the phone with the promoter about an hour ago, so it is official. We are there. We got a
Yeah.
spot.
That's what's up.
OTG PBM, baby. You heard?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Platinum Boy Zone finna take it to the road, right?
Take
That's
it to the
what's
road. Take it
up.
to your arena. We'll be in a city near you in the mini yard.
Man,
We
that is
playing
a
no games
beautiful
over here.
thing. How's he feeling?
Oh man, he excited, ecstatic. He ready to go now. he ready to tell you now.
So what I
Yeah.
did was tonight, we doing part two of talking about Tupac and whatever else you got
Mm-hmm.
going on. What I did was I put a link out for anybody that wants to join the conversation. I put the link out there for them to be able to join in on the
Join in.
conversation tonight.
Oh, okay.
So we might get some people to tap in just on GP. But with that being said, this is New Music and Business Thursdays with your boy Chaotic One and my partner in crime all the way in the A. Who?
Zilla. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
And what we do is we come each and every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we hit you with this thing we call New Music and Business Thursdays, baby. And it's going down right here, right now. Y'all ready? Let's get
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, tonight is going to be part two. Cause it's funny, it is ironic that like right after we did the show last Thursday, Friday, boom, they made the announcement that they had made an arrest in the Tupac
Right.
demise, you know. And they arrested Keefe D. They saying he allegedly, because we got to stay on top of
Right.
that. He allegedly set up the plot. So it's crazy, man. So, me and you was kind of at odds
Mm-hmm.
about how we felt the demise happened. Like you had your theory and then I had my theory, right?
Right.
And the way that it's been working itself out and it's starting to come out is that maybe maybe Big Hen might have been close to right. I mean, there's so many
Mhm.
conflicting stories right now. It's a lot
Right.
of just in a matter of what, a week. It's been almost a week since he been arrested.
Right.
So, a lot of things are already circulating. So yeah, man, this is finna be uh a roller coaster of a ride. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? And your boy still, I of course I'm still saying what I say, that,
Right.
in theory, that your boy Suge, I don't personally think he had anything to do with the setting up of him meeting his demise. Like,
Mhm.
I think he had a little bit more love for Pop than that, even though, his greed kind of outweighed everything. So I
Mhm.
will say that, like I always said, he is guilty of that. But I just didn't believe that he would set himself up to
Mhm.
be put in that type of situation. That's a hard one. That's a hard pill to swallow. And then, Sip had came through and was like, if you trust the shooter, like, that's the whole thing. I might trust the shooter and still get shot. So, it is crazy. So, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, because it's funny. It happened like
uh,
the very next day. I hit you
yeah,
like, man, look at this right here.
man. I'm just gonna say this, man. Number one, it's been almost 30 years for this, so I, I'm trying to figure out what are we doing for real. You know, I'm still, to me, man. I still think Suge has something to do with it, man. I mean, it just the way it all unraveled to me.
Hmm.
It had to be about the almighty dollar, man. The way it
But
all
here,
unraveled and came, the way it happened.
right.
The way it happened. If you just look through your own eyes and seen how the way, if you was following the steps of how the way it happened, yeah. But hey, you know, like they say, man,
I mean,
sometimes.
I mean, up to a certain point,
Mhm.
I would agree with you on certain things. Like I said, the money issue and being greedy and not paying what is
Mhm.
rightfully, yes, he falls under that category. I do believe that. You know what I mean? I do believe he's guilty of having all the cars in his name and
Right.
having all the houses in his name and everything. But I just still don't think, now, I don't think the setting up of it,
Mhm.
I just don't buy into it because of the fact of the players. See, what I've been doing is I've been doing a lot of research in myself. So what I've been coming in and running into is different theories that change my whole perspective.
Right.
As it stands right now, they saying it's pretty much gang related. But I just watched the interview with Money B. Money B from
Right.
Digital
From
Underground.
Digital Underground.
He said that he still feels like the law is involved. So one way or the other, we got Wicked Body Frame CEO Shawan Moore in the building. What's
Hey,
up?
what?
What's going down? But yeah, man, we doing part two talking about this Tupac thing. But yeah, man, I mean, I just been seeing different key players now
Mhm.
being involved more with, like I said, the head of the security, Reggie Wright Jr. There's a deep rabbit hole behind him that
Right.
for me, I think it would personally give a person like you the perspective of thinking Suge did it because he's a key player right under Suge.
Mhm.
But you also have to look at it from an aspect of being that he's right under, it would be able and easy for him to manipulate situations and then make it look like a certain person has something to do with it. Because Holmes was dirty, man. I'm talking about dirty, dirty. And this is
Yeah.
what should get for dealing with police.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you get. This is your outcome of you dealing with the law.
Right.
This is what you get because, in my opinion, real gangsters don't deal with the police. I don't care
Right.
what magnitude. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna turn into allegedly extortion or something. So I ain't dealing with no police. If that was me and that was my scenario. So I
Right.
almost feel like at the end of the day, this is what you get for dealing with police. You know what I mean? Because like I was watching something last night and they was talking about uh that Reggie Wright Jr.'s father was already investigating death row before he came to work with them. So
Mm.
when he came to death row to work, he already knew that they was Suge and everybody was under surveillance and being watched, and he never displayed that. I also read his testimony. He gave some type of
Mhm.
testimony in a different case or something, and pretty much told on everybody. Like, I've been watching a lot of videos about him. That's why I was telling you, look
Mhm.
him up, Reggie Wright Jr. He been putting out a lot of conflicting stories. It's almost equivalent to uh what your boy who's arrested now been doing. And they're going
Right.
on every platform talking about, the Tupac murder and the case and who he don't know and this and that. And it just, to me, it's starting to really point towards him, being like
Mhm.
somebody that'll put a plan together because still at the end of the day, Suge always stuck to the game plan that it wasn't Orlando Anderson that shot at them. So, I'm interested in seeing what Keefe is going to come out with.
Yeah.
Because like even in when I was watching this and they was talking about he was giving up his statement or whatever, they he told on everybody and pretty much went back to the beginning of how the war started and laid it out for it to be. For some reason, I almost feel like they pointing and trying to put the blame on Keefe to take the fall for the whole situation, so
Mhm.
that number one, the police can feel like, okay, it's over with, we solved the crime, right?
Mhm.
But then also at the same time, I think, damn, I lost my point of view. But I also think that the police have a big role in this, some way, somehow. Uh, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's kinda how I feel about it right now, but I do
Mhm.
like, I would challenge you and anybody that's watching this, if you tapping in from wherever you tapping in right now, hit that love button, the like button, whatever.
Right.
Right now, we talking about the demise of
Nice.
Tupac
Touch.
Shakur.
Cool.
Last week, Friday, we had just did part 1 of the Tupac demise. Me and this guy was having a feud over how we felt like he was taken out. And then the very next day, which was Friday, it boom, they dropped a bombshell that somebody was arrested 27 later after the murder. Like,
Right.
so we went through a week of
Mhm.
kind of siding a little bit, talking amongst us, right? We talked amongst each other and almost a little bit agreed that it might be gang related, but
Mhm.
still we don't know. And
Yeah.
the rabbit hole is deep. And I'm just saying, I would challenge any one of you guys to
Super church.
we got Afro Preacher in the building checking in, super chat.
Church.
What's going down, baby boy?
Going down,
How
bro.
was that whole Vegas situation, man, out there with Morris Day now, man? I seen you doing your thing, man. But appreciate you on the check-in, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I would think that though. Like, if you got the right key players,
Mhm.
like that's almost like your situation. Say for instance, hypothetically, like Ike. and boom, Jay, under you.
Right.
We know that's family. Everybody know that's somebody that's very close to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you busy, you making moves and doing this, a little bit greedy, you a little bit this and that, but you doing your thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Ike and Boom come up with this plan that they finna take out one of your homeboys. And then boom, they run with this plan and it gets executed to the T. Now, who would you think that everybody is the first thing gonna think has something to do with that?
Well, if you, like I said, if you was following it like I was following it, you probably really gonna look at that person that he was hanging with the most. That's who I'll be looking at. I wouldn't even, like I said, I knew about them guys. I knew they rap, about they doing dealings and about the Rampart report and all that. But to me, still, Suge was like that main ingredient that really called the shots when it came down to anything dealing with death row. Because Suge wasn't that dude to be played with. I don't care.
Right. But then
Uh,
you just said my
yeah,
key word though. You said that you would think that the person hanging with the most. So they
right,
would think you did it, right?
right.
So if Boom them went and did this, formulated this plan, and maybe they was gonna take over your empire, and they were
Mm-hmm,
gonna take over whatever you had going on. They went and formulated this plan, and boom, took this person out. You said the key words of what I said,
mm-hmm,
but I'm just trying to give you that void in between to show you that you do
right.
you see how that could play out, and then you would still think, oh, well, Suge has something to do with that
Yeah, I could see
because
that. I
of
could
the
see that.
fact that
Yeah.
the person that is under him, which that's what I kind of think if we gonna run behind a theory, if we was run behind a conspiracy theory,
Mm-hmm,
that's the one that I would run with is that the one closest to him made moves because if you if I ain't no cop by far, but I've been interested in the case. So
mm-hmm,
if you really go and do the homework of where it comes from, like I told you, and you start looking at some of the key players and seeing what they was into and how dirty and maniacal they was, then you would start to understand how it would make sense that hey, this might be a possibility that this person did do this. You know what I mean? And
mm-hmm.
it would, of course, if I'm Reggie Wright Jr. allegedly, and I'm the head of security, I could pull off some things in the name of Suge and make you think that Suge had something to do with it or called that shot on it. Because I'm the closest thing to, I know all the moves. I know what time this person's here. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how he called off no walkie talkies, no ammo, no guns, no nothing like that, right? I
Right.
mean, it would be very easy for him to be able to call a lot of things as well. So I challenge you to take a day when you are available to sit down and start doing the history of some of the key players that's involved and close to him behind and showing you about the hostile takeover that they was
Mm-hmm.
planning. Almost like how they did in what was that show that was on for a minute that they was trying to say competing with power?
Empire.
Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Empire. I don't know if you had seen the whole joint, but
Yeah. I
that was
watched.
TV, but it was based off of a story. And they was planning a hostile takeover of Lucius's empire. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So some of the people closest to would be, and I think that that would be the same scenario here because that's what Suge always stuck to was that they was trying to take over his joint, over his company, take it from him.
Mm-hmm.
I could believe that, and that's why me personally, I won't think that he did, would put himself in that car. That's just all I'm gonna say. Now, if he
Right.
did have something behind it and went through with it to the point that he did, maybe he's sitting where he belongs. But I don't know, man. So,
yeah,
but
like you
right
said,
now,
it's finna unravel though. It ain't done. Yeah, it ain't done. It's just getting started.
do you think Keefe gonna throw Puff under the bus?
Man, who he finna spill some beans for real. And I wouldn't be surprised if he shot up a couple of them LA cops, bro. Something finna come out of that, man. To me, I still don't think I still don't even think he was even around there when that shit happened. For real. I'm still stuck on there was some police involved, man. Just the way the shooting went down. You understand what I'm saying? I done seen a bunch of motherfucking drive-bys, and trust me, it Sugar big dude to just get a fucking scrape across the head. For real. I can't see a Sugar not getting hit that close. That close. Not getting hit. You just got to graze across. Oh, no. Them definitely, whoever did both of the murders, they both were cops. They were definitely police officers. I don't care what nobody said. They definitely was that. Allegedly.
That Grady baby in the building.
What's going on, Grady baby?
Grady baby, yeah, allegedly. But
Yeah.
allegedly, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know though, bro. I mean, I think that within that I do believe at this point though, they just trying to pin this murder on Keith. Cause it, from what they was what I heard also is that when the detective Greg Caden went to Keefe D first, they said that he gave Keefe D the story of what we now know as them four in the car and this and that and all this other shit. That's supposedly how it happened, was that that's how he got the confession from Keefe D to begin with. But they saying that he coerced the story and made it to be what it is now. So the rabbit hole is deep, man.
I think, like you said, man, I think it's gonna come out. The rabbit hole is deep, man. It's deep.
Yeah, man. We
But
got a lot of people in the building. Grady baby in the building. We got Vice Prez Be Humble in the building. He said, "What's
got
the
my
deal? What's
girl,
the deal?"
Miss
Sean Brother
Butter.
Nichols is in the building. VA, stop by to say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
sorry
we
about I
appreciate
missed you when you came to the A, boo. Again. That
Yeah,
is my bad.
yeah, man. We just talking about your boy Tupac and the demise. Like, this guy over here thinks that Suge has something to do with it because of him not getting hit in the car, and I guess trusting his shooter. And I say that I'm not getting in no car if I just put a hit on somebody. I don't care what
Hey,
nobody.
I ain't gonna need like cause of me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey,
Me
to
either.
do it, man.
But
I'm telling you, for me, that's the only thing that just really rules it out for me, is that, that. But on that note, man, we're going to come right back to this, man. I want to play a song real quick.
Go ahead.
And tonight, let me see what we going to start with. I kind of like that left, right, left joint, right, that we play. So I think I'm going to play that right here, right now, on New Music and Business Thursdays with your boy Chaotic One and who?
Zilla.
Big Nene Lioness. Left, right, left. Let's go.
Come on the track, boy. Big Nene Lioness. Third world music. He like it when I throw it back from the left to the right. Got him comatose by the end of the night. Baby trying to smoke, I ain't even trying to fight. Plus this money on the phone and I got a long flight. You ain't about the action, you just talk good. And I ain't trying to hit, I just want some good. So I threw it in the circle, made them bust real quick. Boy, stop playing, you know I'm way too thick. Say this, baby, I'ma throw it all night. You know I like this work and I can pop it like you like. Left, right, left, baby, just enjoy the night. He like it when I throw it back with the right and a He like it when I throw it back in a circle with the I'm at the bar passing drinks from the right to the
Yeah.
You don't really wanna fight.
That right there, that right there was Big Nene
Big Nene, what's happening, boo?
Lioness, and she called that joint right there, left, right, left.
Left.
And the reason why I did that, like I said, I'm trying to test and see if I play clips of songs instead of the full song, because I don't own the copyrights to the music played. But I want to see if they gonna mute my video. But yeah, that was Big Nene Lioness, and she called that joint left, right, left. But yeah, as I was saying, man, we was talking about, you know, this whole situation. And I think, like I was saying, I kind of think at this point that they are trying to line Keefe up to
Yeah.
take the rap, bro. Like, for real. And it just, with it being cops, and this is why I said where Suge, this is what you get for playing in the bed with them. Yeah, you basically play with the cops, and now you in a cop situation. And if we feel like cops had something to do with this, would tie back to the head of security, who was a cop at the time when he was working at Death Row. He was a cop for about 2 years while he still was running the head of security for Death Row. He brought more of the people into play as far as working for Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Suge knew some of these people, but I don't know if he was paying them on a payroll. What I discovered is that the cops officially started getting paid behind Reggie once he became head, because he recruited more of the people, the police. And allegedly more of the police he was recruiting was dirty, because he was dirty. You know what I mean? Like, this rabbit hole, it goes deep, brother. It goes very deep. And 27 years later, I'm interested to see how this is going to come out and play.
Right.
But you know, another trending thing also is that Vlad, who I really don't personally care for, you know, you familiar with him, right?
Yeah.
You know, he went on Piers Morgan's talk show, one of the biggest platforms in the country, and said he single-handedly solved the Tupac murder.
Dude,
And that dude is a culture vulture, bro.
Yeah. He doing a little bit too much, man.
Yeah, he definitely did. He said that, you know, he got Keefe to confess on his platform and talked about this and that. You know, that dude, man, I just really don't care for him. It's like every time I watch one of his interviews, you know, no matter who he interviewing, you know, he always come across like he got the one up on whoever. Like, if he interviewing Boosie, and then Boosie say, you know, well, yeah, you know, I was sitting down with Obama. Well, yeah, I know Obama too. You know, I just sit down with Obama and we interviewed him. You know, I don't like that of him. He always just, he a culture vulture, bro. Like, for real. Like, he was going at Corey Holcomb's neck, and Corey Holcomb just put him on blast the other day. So, but no, he definitely is on a media run right now, telling even any and everybody that'll listen that he single-handedly solved the case of the Tupac murder. But then you got Tupac doing an interview with not Tupac, God bless the dead. You got Suge doing an interview with TMZ over the phone, and Suge says, boom, it's not Orlando Anderson that shot the gun. So doesn't that dispel some of the theory of what's being put out there? Now, from what I heard is the reason why they said, Grady said the crazy thing, people keep going on this, switching on themselves. What Corey say?
Yeah, it's Corey.
Who is Corey, bro? Sip in the building. What's up, bro?
Yay, what up, Sip?
Yeah. Who is Corey? Who is
Yeah,
Corey?
Grady.
Grady?
It was Corey.
But no, I mean, I lost my train of thought real quick, but what was I saying?
Oh, you some about Keefe D.
No, I remember that, but it was a specific thing I was finna say about Keefe in his whole case. But they definitely are going to attempt to line him up to take the fall for.
You was talking about Vlad.
Yeah,
Trying
okay,
to
so yeah,
certify his
Vlad, the Mr. Culture Vultures, yeah, he's on his run saying he single-handedly solved the Tupac murder, which is a bunch of BS.
yeah,
Nah, I don't no, it ain't. I definitely don't think
Think he
that
did
Keefe
it.
did it. I
Yeah.
definitely
Corey Holcomb.
what he had to say about Corey Holcomb.
Wow.
He said that he said that Corey Holcomb was a liar and that when they first met, he asked Corey to come on his platform, and Corey was like, well, he didn't know who he was. So he said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll come on your platform, you come on mine. He said that Corey, that's what I heard Corey saying. Corey said that when he told him that, Vlad told him he don't come on people's platform. So he was like, what the fuck I'm gonna go on your platform for if you ain't gonna come on mine? You know what I'm saying? So basically he was saying that Vlad made him look thirsty, which I heard what Vlad said, and he did kind of like I told you, I just told you a minute ago how he be interviewing people and he'll bring up somebody else or something and try to compare something or get you to say something about this person to this and that. Because the reason why he even brought up Corey Holcomb was because he was interviewing Afy and Crockett. And you know, Afy and Crockett got beat up on the 5150 show. Yeah, you didn't know that? See, man, my ears be to the street, bro. But Sip said I think he took the rap.
Yeah.
You talking about Keith.
Yeah.
Like, no, I definitely think it's bigger than him.
Yeah. Way bigger than him.
Yeah. Vlad is an instigator.
He
is.
Man, that's one dude that I think gonna get his in a minute, bro. For real.
Oh, Vlad.
Yeah,
he be doing the most,
he be
bro.
doing too much.
Vlad be doing a lot. Yo, if y'all want to join the conversation, then you see that link under my name. All you got to do is copy paste that, come and join us. You could talk with us as well. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let me see if I could. He do way too much. Yeah, he definitely does. He does. Hold on. But that is the link right there to join us if you want to join us and talk about this whole situation. You know, that is the link. He said Vlad keep things going with people with showing the recordings of his past show. Yeah, that's why I don't really care for that dude, man. You know, he be doing too much. You know what I mean? And like I said, he always trying to one up somebody. We got Jaslyn in the building. She said, hey, what's up,
Jazzy?
What's going down with you?
Jaslyn Soul.
We talking about the demise of Tupac. Like I said, man, if y'all want to join us, hit that link right there. Come on in and join us. Let's talk about it. Sip said the shit in the streets are real and he feed off that shit and the police watch his shit. Man, you just hit the nail on the head, bro. Yeah, he said cops support other cops. And that's coming from the vice pres right there.
Yeah.
Be humble. But yeah, man, if y'all want to join this conversation, see that link right there on the screen. Hit that link right there. Come on in, man, and join us, man. Uh, and talk a little, talk a little,
About history.
yeah. But Big Hen, when we did the show last week, Big Hen was saying that he felt is gang related.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And for a minute, I was going with that. Oh, look who's in the building.
Look who's in the
Look who's in the
building.
building. What's up to both of y'all? That's my
Goodness.
family, Zilla, plus my cousin. Yeah.
Hey.
You already know what it is, cuz. But
What's
yeah,
happening,
man.
Dennis?
Yeah, man. Hit this link if you want to join the conversation, man. Tonight we having a discussion about Tupac, the demise of Tupac. Me and this guy last week had just did a part 1 show because we was at odds about how we felt like he was taken out. And then the very next day, which was Friday, the next day, they made an arrest and they arrested Keefe D. And it was just ironic that we was talking about it the night before. And it was so intense through the week that I had to come back and we had to do a part 2 because it's kind of shifting both of our theories a little bit now.
Right.
So, Sip said it's definitely gang related. Cuz said correction beats. I don't know if he tagging somebody. But know that the police was in it with the gangs. Yeah, either way, either the smoke screen is put up there and the story is being told as Keefe. But then again, I would have to think that in some theory, because people outside of that circle that was in Tupac's entourage gave a theory of the white Cadillac, the arm coming out. So we know at least that part of the story is real. The thing that I just have a question is was everybody in the car that was supposed to be in the car? Now, see, this is where it gets shifty for me because it's easy to say Orlando was in the back seat, Big Dre was there. We all don't really know that. There's no video evidence to show realistically who was in the car. It could have very well been Rafael Perez in the back seat, and what's his name? Rafael Perez and I can't think
Reggie,
of
right?
No, not Reggie. The other bad cop.
Okay.
I can't think of it. But they could have very well been in the car. And then Keefe D just comes through and says, "Hey, this is how it laid out. This is what happened." It's just this rabbit hole. It goes deep. Sip also said the police killed Biggie and the gangs killed Tupac. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I personally think both. I think both. I think police did both up.
Yeah, me too.
They wanted it to be a war. Vice President said they used the gangs to be the face of it all with the cops involved. Keefe D is the fall guy along with many others. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree to that one. Diddy is the pulpit master. Got to watch who's smiling. Okay. So cuz you think that Diddy at the end of the day set the whole thing up. Everybody else that was in the chat was saying the same exact thing, that they thought that Diddy at the end of the day was the culprit behind.
No, I mean, I heard about the offer he put out there, but I don't think Diddy had nothing to do with that, man. Seriously. I don't think he had no.
Sip said he
I'll put it this way. Why wait now? He had plenty of time to nip Tupac. He could have nipped Tupac at the Quad Studio. Why wait now?
Yeah.
Remember.
He said, "Come on, Zilla." I don't know what aspect he's saying it from. I don't know if he's saying like, "Come on, Zilla," or if he's saying, "Come on, Zilla." You talking your shit. Come on, Zilla.
I mean, he had plenty of time to whack Tupac. Remember when Tupac blamed them for shooting him? Did something to him. That before he got in jail.
Sip said, "I definitely believe Diddy has some pull too."
I don't think Diddy had nothing to run that one.
Be Humble said his hand somewhere in there.
Probably, I think only thing I fought Diddy for is letting Biggie go back out to California. That's the only thing I fought him for. I don't care nothing about we gotta get this money, baby, or whatever. It was too hot. It was too hot.
Yeah, it was only what?
It was 6 months. Yeah. It was too hot for that man to be still going back out there.
Sip said,
and they knew it.
Definitely in there somewhere. Yeah, he definitely.
That's the only thing I fought Diddy about.
So you don't think Diddy had nothing to do with?
No.
You don't think he put the bounty on the chain? You don't think none of that?
No. Hearsay, she say, man. That's all I hear. That's all I think about.
Is it coincidental though that he is allegedly right there with Puff doing security for Puff? Like, I mean, you don't think that he could have Cuz said it came right out of New York. When it came to loot, anyone would change up. Diddy took him out there.
Yeah, that's the only thing
Bro said he dealt with Keefy D for securities. So I don't know, man.
No. To me, man, it's like I said, it's right now it's kind of hard to weed through, but I'm telling you through my eyes as me watching the whole thing unfold, and when it happened, I'm still not taking my foot off Suge, man.
You still behind thinking that Suge?
I'm serious. And like you said, it's gonna come out somewhere. And then like I said, I think Keefy D is taking the fall.
Cuz said, look at Kelly's and Jay-Z. What are we looking at, Cuz? Yeah. Gotta explain a little bit more. Sip said, right. You still think that Suge had something?
Suge, man, it's the how it all went down. You really gotta start looking at the whole Death Row as a whole conglomerate.
Right.
Looking at the conflict that was going on inside Death Row at the time that all this happened, man.
Right.
If you was really a Death Row fan, if you was really leaning on to Death Row, man, to me, that thing, it was all about money and about Tupac leaving Death Row, because they were on Tupac was their last hope of still staying prominent. You forget one of the best producers in the world dipped. He left.
But I get where you coming from. But see, my only thing, if we going back to that aspect, my only thing is what I've always told you. Yeah. Dre left, Snoop left. Why didn't he kill them? They was just as big as Tupac.
Put it this way. He got back what he wanted from Dre. So Dre left, tell you the truth, Dre left naked.
Right.
Started completely over. Right. Snoop didn't leave until Suge was locked up. That's why he couldn't get to Snoop.
But you still don't think if he powerful enough, bro, to jump in the car with Tupac and have him hit, you don't think he could have did that?
Well, here's the thing. Before he can even make that, Snoop had jumped to No Limit.
Right.
So what's the name killed the whole thing by paying what he owed. That was the thing about Tupac. Tupac owed money. See, that's what he hit him with. You owe this, so you can't bounce. And he knew in his heart Tupac was finna bounce. He couldn't have competition. He already knew. Once Tupac left Death Row, that was the end of Death Row.
Right.
Death Row wasn't gonna make a dime, but he didn't want to let that man make a dime after him because he felt.
Man, that just still is not. I still just don't like. Yeah. I
agree with you.
That you saying as far as that, I've always said, money wise, yes, I think Suge might have been the biggest piece of shit that we all know. I'm not going to feud that, bro.
Right.
I'm just saying when it comes to the setting up of doing, I just don't believe that he would jump in the car with him. Because I almost feel like if he was going to do that, I'm quite sure there's been 1,000 times that
Yeah.
he could have called shots when he wasn't around Tupac and he just mysteriously died from smoking a blunt or having some soup or whatever
Mhm.
the case may be. If he got that much pull, I just don't see why he would jump in the car with him and shoot the car up.
I'm like Sip.
But
You
he
trust
said
them shooters.
Tupac ain't owe him.
Yeah, I know
He
that.
owed Tupac.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
And that's when the thing came up. When Tupac went to go ask for his money and let him know he was going to start his own label.
Right.
That's when he hit Tupac with this. Nah, man, can't go nowhere. You owe me this. You owe this. You owe this. Da. See, that shit that motherfuckers don't never read when they got them signing them contracts, that fine print. But like said, Suge was always one of them, dudes that kept other books, kept people in the rap. Look at what Snoop said. Snoop said he didn't own anything.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I definitely agree with that. Like I do believe that he was taking people money. I do believe he owed artists. I do believe all that, but I don't believe that he had murdered. I can't. I did at first. When it first happened, boy, if this was when it first happened, we'd be 100% neck and neck. I'd be like, Cub, man, you is right, boy. But the only thing for me is the biggest thing is that jumping in that car. Like police, yes, but police sharpshooters and all that. I don't know.
But the thing is, man, if it was gang related, why Suge didn't get hit? Man, he only got grazed. That ain't adding up to me.
Could we be fair to allegedly say that it could also possibly be the way that whoever was shooting the gun was positioned out of the car? Because from what I heard is that Big Dre was the actual shooter. They said that Orlando didn't have a clear shot because Big Dre was big like Suge is, and if Orlando would have put his arm over him and started shooting, he would have got residue bullet shells and the blowback all in his face. So allegedly they said that he took the gun and shot out the window. That's why one of the people in Pac's entourage said that it was a big black arm that initially came out. So could we safely say that maybe the way he came out shooting, but then who was that just made that comment earlier? They said that Tupac was using his body
to block. That was
maybe he wasn't trying to. Maybe he was trying to block it from Suge getting hit.
Could be because he did move back and forth. That was
somebody made that comment. Was
your boy Grady made it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But no, I don't. It's deep. And
very.
Be Humble said, to be real, all of this is a setup.
Yeah,
I could believe that, man.
They
I mean, from whatever angle, from whatever angle it is definitely police involved. I feel it's a bigger motive. Cuz said New York guys and crews are real industry mobbing. Jay-Z set Kelly up. Remember the guns flashing at the Best of Both Worlds tour in New York. Then Kelly left New York. Then Kelly sued Jay-Z for $75 million. New York, they do play. No, I know. I definitely know that whole what you talking about too, because it's been diving, a little bit into that as well. So yeah, man. Grady said, I'm about to jump on. Quincy Jones was in the car and Tupac was using his body as a shield. Hey man, come on, man. With a link. If y'all want to join us, man, and talk talk about this whole case, man, because it's the rabbit hole is finna open up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's gonna open up. All you
Yeah.
got to do is hit that link right there, or copy and paste that link, and then come on in and
Tupac.
join us, man.
Quincy Jones' daughter wasn't in the car. He left her at the hotel.
Yeah, she was at the hotel.
Yeah, she was at the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was not in the car. Well,
Is
nobody in
that
that
what
car,
he
but
mean by Quincy Jones
yeah,
was in the
yeah,
car?
yeah. That's what he was
Quincy
mean.
Jones' daughter.
Daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he left her at the hotel.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it goes deep. But no, as I was saying though, as I was continuing to say,
Mhm.
maybe that could be the case of how he had his arm out the window that caught Tupac, with the bullets. Oh yeah, he said daughter. He
Mhm.
said daughter, see.
Yeah.
He said
Dennis
they
said
don't play.
they don't play.
He said
Dennis said
Jay-Z and Diddy
Diddy will
will both me,
be
I'm this
this.
smoke screen. Jay-Z and Diddy will both me, I'm this smoke screen. Yeah. Yeah, I put it in a better context, baby, so we could get what you're saying. I get what I
I think
understand
I
where
get.
you're going with it though. But no, I
Yeah.
what if it is? What if it does lead back to Diddy?
Tell you what, they got one key person. If he was there, he gonna tell it all. What I mean, why not? If you taking the fall, why not?
Jay-Z and Diddy will be in the smoke screen. Okay. No, I think that's what I was watching somebody else that said that's what he should do. He should just take the route of telling on everybody.
Yeah, he is. He gonna spill the whole thing in a minute. He
Yeah.
gonna say rude, but to me,
Because did you know that Keefy D initially said that Puff put a bounty on Tupac? That's where that whole thing came from. Was that when he was telling the story of how they did what they did to Tupac, he also added in that Puff put a hit out there. So he was saying that by Puff putting the mill out there, boom, it was almost like a 2-for-1 because he had just jumped his nephew, and then boom, he was saying that Puff had already put that out there. He allegedly also said that when that happened, Puff allegedly called and said, "Was that us?" And he said, "Yeah." So I don't know, man. This is I'm just interested to see exactly where it's going to go because it's deep,
very.
and I almost feel like man, something tells me that some of his story is gonna change. Keefy D's initial story of what he told about how everything happened. Because
might.
I gotta watch that the Suge interview that he did with TMZ. Let me see if I can
Hey
find it.
man, send me that. I want to see that.
Hold on, let me see. See if I can find it. Hold on, let's see. I think I got it right here. Yeah. Is it a video? Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Hold on, y'all, man. I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to get to it. Let me mute that real quick. I don't know what they be trying to strike and everything. So allegedly, this is Suge Knight speaking on the whole Keefy D being arrested. He also said free Keefy D at the end of his alleged interview because he said that he don't know why. Hold on, here we go. See if I can pull it up real quick. But yeah, man, if y'all want to join us, man, there go the link right there. It's right there on the screen. If y'all want to join us, then go ahead and tap in. Boom. Let's see. Tap in with us. Can y'all see that? Is it there? Boom.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up.
All right. So let's see. Let's go. Hold on.
Is, of course, a huge step closer to being solved. The arrest in
This
the
is fair
Tupac Shakur
use.
murder,
I'm
27
using
years
this under
later,
fair use.
really shocked everyone last week. And we still have questions about why now.
Right.
That the police
Yeah.
haven't fully explained yet.
Because the man who is now charged with the murder confessed in 2008 that he was involved.
And has been saying it very openly in interviews that he handed the gun to a guy named Orlando Anderson, his nephew. And Keefe's story is that Orlando pulled the trigger and shot and fired the shots into the car, which Suge Knight was driving. Tupac was the passenger.
Tupac was killed and Suge was shot.
Hit but survived. So everyone was wondering what Suge's reaction is to there finally being an arrest in this case. You would think maybe he would be happy that there's going to be justice.
Well, also, and is he going to testify? So I spoke with him a very short time ago, and he is in prison right now. I talked to him when he was on the jailhouse phone and wanted to find out what he felt about the Keefe arrest, and whether he would cooperate in the trial. Tell me what your reaction is to the arrest of Keefe D.
Well, surprise number one, because I didn't think Keefe D would never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. You know, let's get one thing straight first and foremost. You know, me and Keefe D played on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement in anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy.
The DA says that Keefe D was in the car with his nephew, and that presumably his nephew, according to the DA, is the one that shot Tupac, and that it was done with the full knowledge of Keefe. Do they have it right?
There was only two people in the car. And Pac not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. And I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because, number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and told the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case,
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
They seem to be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefe was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefe was involved in any way in the shooting. And you are saying that if you're called to testify by either side, you will not comply. You will not testify. Do I have that right?
1,000%. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't testify. None of that. At the end of the day, free Keefe D.
You know what's really interesting?
Yeah. So
that nigga said free Keefe D.
So I mean, that would make the rabbit hole go a little bit deeper. To me.
Yeah, it is.
You see what I mean?
Right.
It
sounds like a setup, bro.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious, man. Hey, boy, I smell some chitlins in the game.
I definitely believe it's a setup. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that the whole scenario, because also too, I was watching something where remember I was telling you that they did a statement with Big Dre and Baby Lane's partner, who is with the South Side.
Mhm.
And he was saying a lot of things as far as the reason why they had to get back and do all this other stuff because of the honor and gang culture they really lived at in LA. And if they would have came back without those stripes, then he would have been disowned or something. And that's why they saying that Keith is going with the whole thing of Orlando being the shooter, is because since it happened to Orlando, he's supposed to be the one to get back. You get what I'm saying? By
Right.
gang culture in LA, he's supposed to come back with the stripes. So that's why he said that Big Dre initially said he didn't do it, because they was trying to give the credit and stripes to Orlando, being that it happened to him. But he also said that they really don't go nowhere by themselves. So it's kind of weird that Orlando would be by himself in
Yeah, that was
area,
yeah.
knowing that it was crazy bloods, and because he was like, we all from the same neighborhood. You don't think that Orlando and them knew that bloods was gonna be out there heavy? So it was just like, well, why would he be just walking around by himself like that?
Right.
It,
Boy, that thing stinks to high heaven, man. I don't know, man. Seriously. All that step by step, man. If you just really look at it too, man, that come on. I'm with you. Cause why was he there by himself? He was there by himself. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
And they also are saying that at the time, supposedly, of Tupac's murder, they were saying that Baby Lane, which is Orlando Anderson, was allegedly at a bar in the same hotel. He wasn't even, that's what they're saying, he wasn't even in the car. So then now you fast forward to Suge saying Orlando wasn't the shooter. Was Orlando even in the car?
Right.
And then fast forward to that. Remember, I told you that initially Keefe D met with Greg Caton, and they saying that Greg Caton gave him this story, and then he added on it. So see, what happened was, to me, this is what happened to me, I feel like happened. I feel like Keefe D seen Greg Caton come at him to get a statement about the whole Biggie Tupac murder thing. Boom, he gets it out of him, and then boom. I feel like Keefe D was looking at Greg Caton making movies, writing books. Oh man, he making money off of it. I might as well make money off of it too. But that's where he kind of fucked up at. He messed up a little bit, to me, is because now, even if your story is fabricated, you implicated yourself being in the whole situation. So you
Right.
basically put yourself in it.
Accomplice to the murder.
Yeah. So you kind of bought that on yourself. Now, what I found out a proffer agreement is it's called a queen for a day. Now, any info they give you in that session, so say for instance, they give them a proffer agreement for 6 hours and they doing this, he giving a statement. So they give a proffer agreement at that moment. Hold on, Grady baby in the building. Hold on. What's up?
What's going on, Grady?
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
We doing well, bro.
Hey, Greg, Zilla. What's up?
Doing good, bro?
Hey, I'm doing good, K. What up, K?
What's going down, bro?
Man, y'all got a good show, man. Thank y'all for having me on, man.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We gotta have the one who introduced us to all this.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm proud of y'all, man. All the hard work y'all doing, touching the world with your music, getting your numbers. Y'all got your numbers up and everything. Got your list, man. Y'all doing great, man. I'm proud of y'all, man.
Appreciate it. I was before you came in, I was currently explaining what a proffer agreement was, and what a proffer agreement, what Keefe D agreed to was a proffer agreement. They call it a queen for a day. So say for instance, he given a statement for 6 or 8 hours. For that 6 or 8 hours, anything that he says, they can't prosecute him for any of that in that moment.
Oh, okay.
So for 6 to 8 hours, if he tell You know, my mama used to cook chitlins back in the day. They can't come back and say you said your mama cooked chicken. You see what I'm saying? They can't use anything against him for that 6 to 8 hours. Now, once that's over with, what he should have did was shut up. But what he did was he went somewhere else first, and then I think he went on Vlad. But he done been pretty much on Art of Dialogue, Vlad. He done been pretty much everywhere telling the whole story. So that's where he messed up at, because now you are outside of the proffer agreement. See, he might have thought he had immunity. Immunity is where you can't prosecute me at all, no matter what. I can go on any platform I want to tell his story. You can't do nothing. He didn't have that. He had a proffer agreement, and that only gives him a right within that window of time of whatever story he's giving them information for. So if he goes on another platform and keep telling the story and implicating, now you outside of the proffer agreement, and he started adding stuff inside of his story.
Wow.
Right.
They always tell you have the right to remain silent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
But
you know,
yeah.
people like him, Keith wanted a little clout too. So he started running his mouth. Cuzzo said, hold on, what did he say? Hold on. He said Kelly is talking with the feds right now, so Kelly is making things clear to the feds to reduce his time. Remember, they all was fucking around in the same circle. That's like me and Zilla and Beats can tell y'all more about me than most, as I could tell you more about Zilla. How well I know Zilla. Clearly, millionaires took it from music to madness. If Pac was here, there would not be Jay-Z and Diddy with this billionaires club. I'm out on strike line with the UAW for it as I text. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, we appreciate it, bro. We
Yeah, appreciate
you,
that,
you
cuz.
you tapping in, man. But no, that's what a proffer is. So initially, this is why we're seeing the results of Keefe D being arrested right now, is because he stepped outside of the agreement that he had, which they still saying that Greg Kading illegally recorded him in a statement.
Greg Kading, now which one was that?
Greg Kading is the second detective that picked up the Biggie murder.
Okay.
And started investigating. Because remember, it had Russell Poole initially.
Yeah.
Russell Poole
He
kept
did
saying Russell Poole died, which I think they probably might have.
That was the one who was investigating the Tupac murder, wasn't it?
He was investigating Biggie's.
Oh,
Russell
okay.
Poole was.
So yeah, he was going to do a sit down with the people, whatever like that, because he had they asked him to bring all the documents, everything that he had, and then in the midst of that, somehow he had a heart attack and died.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he was presenting because he had got fired.
Yeah.
Because Russell Poole initially was the one that introduced police into the whole theory of saying that he felt like police had something to do with Biggie's murder. Then he was doing further investigation, which led him back to Tupac. So he initially had said that police was involved in both murders. But because of the fact that him saying that, and Biggie's mom having a lawsuit for what, about $500-600 million, they couldn't have that. They already was broke. They just paid out from the whole Rodney King and they had a few bad looks.
Yeah.
So to turn around and have cops who are rightfully involved with the Rampart District, which they already had to pay behind that, they had to throw that off. You know what I mean? They couldn't. They can't take that kind of hit. $600 million. So yeah, he was. What he did was he went to several people and they wouldn't hear him. So he went to another district, and that's what they was doing. He was meeting with some new set of people to give them the info that he had, and he died right before he went into office, or right as he went into office, he had a heart attack or something.
Yeah, no, while he was in the office. Yeah,
that's crazy.
While he was in there, I don't know. Me, my conspiracy theory thinking self, but maybe they must have injected him with something to cause him to have a heart attack. Now, if you look at Biggie's death and you look at Pac. It was around the time where both guys was preparing to leave the label. And
Right.
it's all about that, because Tupac was going through albums. Because I think while he was in prison, I'm just guessing, I'm not sure, he signed a deal for 5 albums or whatever like that. When
No,
he
it was only
went
3.
through
It was
3
3.
albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But but he had a whole bunch of them done, completed already.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
and I know he was working with Wendy Day. I think Wendy Day had mentioned it on her podcast
Yeah.
that she was working with Tupac to help him start his label.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and I know Biggie was going to leave Bad Boy. And
Now that's
he
where
was
I'm
working
kind
on
of left in the dark about. I did not know Biggie was finna leave Bad Boy.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Gene Deal revealed that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was all about. I think it's all about music though, especially the executive. They can't let these guys run off and be independent too. Like
Yeah.
Wendy Day
Mhm.
helped Cash Money get started.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so she know her thing.
Mhm.
And but if Biggie had a guy with Jay-Z and got the commission going, because Biggie did all the writing for Junior Mafia and other acts on that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's him stuff. So
Yeah, that's what initially they were saying, that Puff was mad at Biggie because Biggie had sold his publishing to Puff for like 250
Mhm.
or something, but he had went broke and was trying to get his publishing back. So him and Un went into another publishing deal. But what he did was he disguised the company as somebody else writing the songs, when the whole time he was writing all of the Junior Mafias, all the Lil Kim stuff, and was
Mhm.
getting money off of that, and Puff didn't know about it. Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
the
Man,
rabbit
I was
hole goes
completely
deep.
in the dark about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want to drop something too. So, if you're from Atlanta, you know this story.
Mhm.
Everybody know the Bad Boy and the Death Row beef started here in Atlanta.
I told him that. I
Oh,
told
yeah,
him.
okay.
Yeah.
At Keith Sweat Club, everything always going down around Keith
Hey,
Sweat.
they was Jermaine Dupri invited both of
Birthday.
them to a party he was throwing.
Birthday
And-
party.
Yeah, and something ensued inside the club where one of Puffy boys killed Suge's bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's why I kept telling everybody
Puffy
the beef
bodyguard,
wasn't
Wolf.
really about
It was Wolf
Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
It was actually about Suge
and Puff.
Diddy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
was
I
actually-
always felt that.
No.
It wasn't about them.
All right. So I got to go back even. I got to go back even further.
Mhm.
When Jermaine Dupri started So Def,
Right.
he had this group called what's the guy's name? Criss Cross.
Criss Cross.
Right. So Snoop Dogg used to write for Criss Cross. He wrote Tonight's the Night.
Mm-hmm.
And and they know that Jermaine Dupri was really good with kids and stuff. So Bow Wow was on, the Chronic, right?
Right.
I want to be a mother hustler. You
Yeah.
better ask
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, he was on Doggy
So
Style.
yeah. So Snoop set that up to be with Jermaine Dupri.
Dupri. Yeah.
Right. So I guess when the Sorcerer Wars come around, everybody thought Suge was talking about Puff. He was actually talking about Jermaine Dupri. Because if you remember a song Snoop Dogg did on Dog Pound,
Right.
did you think you the bum? Because I wrote you a joint. You was a flea,
He's
and I'm
flea.
a big dog. I scratch on my back. He was talking about, he was dissing Criss Cross.
Oh.
So I don't know how the incident happened. Maybe Puffy bodyguard was taken up for Jermaine Dupri, because Jermaine Dupri then was at the party, and it was in the midst of the Snoop Dogg and Criss Cross beef, or Snoop Dogg and So Def thing. So I don't know. That's how it all got started. But yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. This rabbit hole goes deep from very many angles, man.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
Jermaine
feel
Dupri
like
slid right on out the way and let Puffy take the blame, and
Yeah.
it went from there.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy. Because
Man.
I do.
So I'm saying, you don't think the initial beef though, because I have seen Puff and Suge in pictures together where they was chilling. So I'm saying, you don't think that the initial thing that drove a wedge between them was the fight that went down in the club? because they saying that Puff Boy Wolf is the one that shot Suge's homeboy.
I mean, it probably could have started from there. Yeah, but it was already tension before that happened, though, and it probably could, through all the hearsay and the media coverage and all that stuff there. So people, they react on the emotions about what they hear. So I don't have the knowledge of that, but it could stem from that too.
So you basically saying that the 1996 Source Awards, was it?
Was it 19?
Was it 1996?
I thought it was 90. That was 95.
It was 95 because Outkast was there.
95 because Outkast was there. They had just came out.
So when he got on stage and made the infamous saying, "You don't want
all in the video,
and dancing," he was talking about Jermaine Dupri.
Think about it, Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri is always in the videos.
So was Puff.
That's
what it threw everybody out, because when he said it, you in New York.
Right.
And you talking about if you don't want people all in the video. Puff was in a lot of videos with his artists dancing.
Yeah, Puff was.
Yeah.
But I think Suge Knight was sour because Jermaine Dupri got Bow Wow from up under him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Bow Wow.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
That does. Yeah. That does, Grady. That does make sense.
I was watching something or talking with somebody, and they said that they had brought that up. They was like, he was really talking about Jermaine Dupri. Somebody said that. I can't remember who that was, but I did hear that.
That's the first time
I mean, that kind of, when you think about it in retrospect, it could be either or.
Yeah.
And people thought he was talking about Puff. It wasn't about Puff. But when the fight happened in the club, it is what it happened. But Jermaine Dupri got Bow Wow from Death Row. It was so smooth.
With the help of
so fast. With
the help of Snoop, huh?
Yeah, because Snoop said in the interview, he's like, Bow Wow didn't need to be around all that.
Right.
He was too young for all that stuff. What was going on around there?
Yeah, right. He was too young, man. It was chaotic up in there because he had Crips and Bloods in there.
Yeah,
and police.
Yeah, and police in there vibing, making records together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I was watching Daz last week. Some real video that Daz had. Somebody had clipped and had on YouTube Short, and it was talking about how that Death Row had like a room upstairs. Where no, it was Corrupt. It was Corrupt talking. So Corrupt was saying, when I guess he said something to Tupac. But Tupac said something to no, hold on. Corrupt said something to Danny Boy because they was doing "I Ain't Mad at You." And so Tupac said something, and Corrupt said something back to him. So Tupac was like, "What, nigga? I'll take you upstairs and whoop your A and come down and smoke a blunt with you, And Corrupt was like, "No, dude, you knew around here, And Daz came in and said, "I'll fight you. Come on, Daz will fight anybody, boy. He fought Suge Knight. I remember Daz was talking about that interview too, talking about fighting Suge Knight.
I seen Warren G talking about an episode that he had with Suge. And no, I definitely so Grady, let me ask you. I know you was kind of touching on it, headed towards that way a little bit, and you said that at the time that this happened, both was leaving the labels. So do you think, because the debate between me and this guy right here is, he says Suge has something to do with it. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'll say yes. You're losing your cash cow.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, totally.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's my refute. Here's my refute. He had already fulfilled the obligations of the contract he had per se with Death Row.
Right.
So what more was he going to gain?
Okay.
Versus
with the assassination, he gained extra record sales because after Tupac was murdered, his music went through the roof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
Death Row on the rights to it.
Right.
And just if you look at anything like when Prince died, his music went through the roof. Anytime an artist
True.
Pass.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
See, I
But do
think
you?
that
okay.
But so
to,
let
to
me ask you
me,
this then. Let me ask you this then. So you say, yeah, Suge, you feel like Suge has something to do with it. So if you put yourself allegedly in Suge's shoes, right, and you set that
Uh-huh.
up and you have something to do with it, so you gonna get in the car with him and take them bullets and take a chance on taking them bullets?
But he don't know Suge stand him up. You got to remember too from the documentary.
Mhm.
One of the bodyguard, one of the security guys, one of the law enforcement guys said Suge gave the order to them to not have their what was it, Biggie? No, that was
No,
Biggie
that
not
was
to have the
Reggie
weapon.
Wright
That was
Jr., head
somebody
of
else.
security.
But no, I don't think Tupac was aware that was going to happen. I don't think Tupac wanted to be in that car, but he had no choice but to go.
No, I'm
The
talking
law
about
said,
Suge. I'm saying you
right.
as Suge, would you
okay,
have got in the car that you just put a hit on this person with and rode with him?
if I'm Suge, you
Yeah.
saying if I'm Suge and I'm driving the car and I put a hit on him, either he know what was going to happen or he hired some qualified shooters, some marksmen.
Like
That's
You know
what
what
I
I'm
was
police.
telling him.
saying?
Like
Yeah,
police.
like Zilla was
Yeah, he
saying.
made that. He
Yeah,
made that thing look so good, so sweet, man. But a lot of people didn't really look into Death Row. Death Row had troubles when Dre left. That's when that motherfucking crack really started showing in Death Row.
now let me
When
ask y'all
Dre
this
bounced.
question: was the car bulletproof?
No,
No.
Okay,
no.
okay,
Because if it was, Tupac should be still alive. For
yeah.
real.
Yeah, he should definitely been still alive.
Yeah.
If they would
But
have been in a
here's
bulletproof
what I'm
joint.
saying.
But did he have a vest on? Did Pac had a vest on?
No, he
No,
took that off.
he took it off.
He took that off
Okay.
at the hotel. He did have one on when he was
Yeah.
when they
When
was
they
at the
fighting,
MGM and
yeah,
everything, but
yeah.
he for some reason he took it off.
Mm,
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what I was saying was I didn't think Suge want you gotta look at the time we was at. Tupac and Biggie was one of the biggest artists out there.
Right.
They controlled a coast. Nobody was controlling a coast. They controlled
Yeah.
a whole coast.
Right.
Yeah.
You got two coasts mad at each other for what?
So you got Tupac on
But you
Interscope,
got
whose
right.
parent company is Interscope. Then you
Right.
have Biggie, whose parent company is Arista.
And they are the two top artists. And they
Yeah.
both finna leave their labels.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe Puffy did have something with Biggie coasting Biggie to go to LA.
Yeah.
For real. Because like I never knew that Biggie was leaving leaving Bad Boys. That was that's really
Yeah.
new to me. But I did know Pac was rolling.
Yeah.
And Suge couldn't have that.
Right.
He did not want
he
that, man.
wouldn't have
That's competition. This is the biggest
So
one.
here, so with both
he
of you
let Dre
guys
go
saying
first.
that, with
Right.
both of you guys saying that, and Grady being new here. Now, my theory is this, which Suge has always stuck to the story of saying that Reginald Wright Jr., which was the head of his security, and David Kenner, alongside with what's her name? Sharitha Knight, I believe her name is, Suge's ex-wife or something. They was planning a hostile takeover of Death Row Records.
I heard that.
So I started digging the rabbit hole of Reginald Wright Jr. Dirty ass. So what I was explaining to Zilla is if I have two henchmen under me, such as, say I got a henchman under me, such as Reginald Wright Jr., and Reginald knows all my moves, he knows he can call shots because he's security, right? And he can call certain shots and have certain things done in behalf of my name. So if he was to plot to set up to take Suge out, because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it was more so about getting Suge. I think Suge just came out lucky in the situation. But they were saying that it was a plot to take over the Death Row movement, and Suge always said that it was a hit that was put on him as well. Now, just because of the way things look, what would steer you guys from thinking that couldn't be the possibility that he did that? And of course, it's gonna look like Suge has something to do with it if the guy right up under him who handles security would call those moves.
He had to call those moves. He called on the order of somebody who have executive power. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got to look at it. Prior to Tupac's assassination, he let Dre walk out the door with nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So he ain't let
if
Dre
Tupac
get
had
it.
left, if Tupac had left, that's a double shot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
he couldn't let that happen. Then that's competition because automatically he was gonna go through the roof. As soon as he stepped off that label and got back on his own, it was a wrap. Death Row wasn't making no more money.
Nope. Yep.
He couldn't let that happen, man. He was just too greedy.
But I'm still going to refute to say that he had already contractually gave him the obligation. The only reason that I would see him being to set him up to kill him was to get the money from the streams of the 3 albums that he had out. Because going forward, he was getting no more money from Tupac.
Right.
So
he was still getting publishing off he was beginning publishing off the old albums.
Yeah.
Let me. I'm gonna go in a different direction, but it's gonna tell back to it's gonna prove the point of what we're saying here about Pac. Look at Michael Jackson. He in his contract, he owned his own masters and publishing. Where you own part of Sony. When he made that announcement, I'm leaving Sony, owning half of Sony, right? And he's going to put together another record, another tour. And what happened after that? He died.
Yeah.
These executives not letting you walk away with all that power.
Not your cash cow.
Hold on. Can we go even deeper to the rabbit hole of saying that is it a possibility that Jimmy Iovine, because Tupac was signed to Interscope Records.
Yeah. But
he was signed through he was initially signed to Interscope.
Right.
So could there be a possibility of Jimmy Iovine or somebody above Suge doing that? Because the only thing I could see that he would have set, only reason why I would see that Suge would set Tupac up to have him murdered was just to get the residuals off the 3 albums he put out, because they would go through the roof.
Right.
But he already made a bulk of the money off of them anyway.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason that I would see him doing something like that. Not from the point of him just leaving though. I mean, because like I said, if Dre left and if Snoop left and he didn't kill them, what was the difference between Tupac?
Like I told you,
because if Snoop died right now, his streams gonna go through the roof.
Yeah.
If Dre died right now, his streams gonna go through the roof.
Right. He got what he wanted from Dre. Those masters.
Yeah.
So Dre left with nothing.
Right.
Dre basically started all over. Tupac was finna leave. So you gotta look at it. Death Row was in shambles. Nobody really looked inside Death Row. Death Row was in shambles.
We know that. We already know that.
Okay, now the person that's really keeping the glue together is finna bounce.
Yeah.
Suge looked at it like this. Man, I came got you when nobody else wanted to come get you.
Right.
So I think you owe me a little bit more loyalty than this little contracted 3 steps. That's why he came back at him, back around him, talking about you owe me, which he really didn't owe him. He owed Pac. Pac wanted that money.
Right.
Suge didn't want to give it to him. Suge didn't want him to leave either.
Yeah.
That's why he tried to throw that Death Row East at him. No.
Yeah.
Pac wanted out because Pac started seeing what Dre was seeing. Too much chaos in this situation right here.
Right. I agree with all that.
And Suge knew that.
The only thing that I'm going to refute to say over everything that you guys are saying is that I'm still not getting in the car. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not putting no murder. I'm not putting a hit on somebody and then be like, yo, I'm gonna drive a car. Because think about this. You just made a permanent point Grady, and I'm glad you did. You said Michael Jackson did what he did. They killed him. Look how they did it, though. The executive didn't come over to the house and sit down and feed him soup and then put himself and implicate himself in it. So why would Suge do it?
Well, Suge a little different.
I just don't see how I'm gonna put a hit on this dude and then I'm gonna jump in the car with him. When there has been plenty of times that if Suge is a hitter like that, there's been plenty of times that man could have sent somebody to give Tupac a shot and sent him on home or drowned him or did whatever the case. Because they was talking about another story where Pac and all of them was in Dubai or Aruba somewhere, and Pac was drowning and finna get ready to damn near die, and Suge jumped in and rescued him. Why would he rescue him at that point when he could have killed him then? That just don't make sense to me. But hold on, we got a few people in the chat. Hold on. Because Dennis Moody said, watch the end of the day. Diddy is still going to go to jail. Then Jay-Z is going to be involved in some kind of way. Jay-Z needed Pac out of the picture to take that position of the king of hip-hop. So remember, bad boys moving silent. Them words will be used against Diddy in a federal court of law. So if the feds is going against a formal President Trump, they coming after music industry black billionaire madness. It's no way Suge or anyone who called the hit wouldn't be in the BMW. Hold on. We got Big Hen in the building. Big Hen said, what's up, fellas?
What up?
What's going on, Big Hen? Dennis also said Snoop need to be on this show. That's why Snoop left Death Row with nothing when he left and got an armored bank truck. So get the answer from Snoop. And then Big Hen said he didn't want to give him the money but didn't want him to leave. It's crazy. Can't be both.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. They just don't, to me personally, like I was saying, I agree that Suge was a piece of shit. I agree that Suge was taking the money. I agree that Suge was doing this. I don't believe that he put a hit on that dude and got in the car with him. I just don't.
So let's say this. Let's say this. They didn't put a hit on Pac. Now it could be another thing too, because right prior to hold on, man, I got questions to ask y'all. But and like I got a point I want to prove too. It could lead to somewhere else about Tupac's death because Tupac was doing something else. Him and Snoop Dogg before him and Snoop Dogg started beefing. But let me ask you this: is Keefy D Snoop's cousin?
No.
No.
Snoop? Okay,
No.
cool. All right, cool. All right. So you remember Snoop? They had the America's Most Wanted or whatever like that.
Right.
So in one of I want to say in one of Tupac's rants, his Black Panther like rant, he was on the steps of the Capitol, of a courthouse, of some kind of government building. He was speaking out about blacks joining together, using our votes to put in office our own politicians.
Right.
Y'all remember that speech he did?
I almost feel like a little bit.
Oh my god! I wish somebody could find it. People, I don't know. I guess I watch too much TV. But yeah, it was Tupac was him and Snoop Dogg was on the steps somewhere that was speaking about the laws, the lawmakers, and whatever,
Oh, I think I remember what you talking about. That was before they shot that America's Most Wanted video. They was interviewing them.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
And we need to get our own people, put our money behind them, and we'll fund our own politicians so we can get laws passed for us. So when he dipped in that realm, that could be part of it. You know what I mean? That could have been something too. Because our votes
and then we can't forget who Tupac Shakur was as far as family background, family history. He was a marked dude, bro. I mean, that's why I said it could come from any angle at this point.
Yeah.
But cuz Dennis said, he said, correction, no fool would been in the BMW. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I ain't gonna put no hit on Pac and then be like, yo, I'm gonna drive the car though. So make sure y'all don't hit me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't tell once them bullets pop up. You just
I'm getting ready to play devil's advocate. Go ahead. I'm gonna put a hit on there. I'm gonna put a hit on them and I'm gonna drive by there, make sure I stay in the left lane. let his side be all exposed. You know, I don't know, but I hope not that the case. But
Yeah,
but man,
but give it the time now. Now they got a key
Yeah, they
subject,
got
man. I
yeah.
think everything finna start unraveling, dog.
I definitely
If he
think
don't
so,
get killed,
bro.
I think he gonna get killed.
You think he gonna get killed before
Yes.
he say anything?
Yes.
they're gonna put him in witness protection.
Allegedly, he's gonna get killed.
Yes. Because
Or
they ain't
supposed
gonna want the truth to come out. I think he
Yeah.
gonna get killed.
True.
See,
But then, too-
even Cuz said, "Look, bullets have no real radar." I just ain't
True.
finna get in. I ain't finna get in the car. I don't care what nobody. Y'all
Mhm.
can say
Chaotic.
y'all
Really?
blue.
Chaotic. You serious not gonna get in the car, K? Chaotic.
No. I'm not getting in the car. And neither one of y'all is either. So don't
Oh, hell
sit
no,
there
I'm not
Nah,
leaving
I
my
ain't
car.
doing either.
Live with
like
us
y'all
here,
finna
but
like y'all finna jump in the car. Suge he's a nutcase, but I just don't think he's that nutty.
Yeah, but you gotta look at the way Pac died, the same way Biggie died in the car. But
Yeah.
Puffy wasn't in the car with him. Puffy was in the car in front of him.
Yeah. Now see that would look more like Puff might have set that up. Because they did, Gene Deal kind of was saying that both of them was supposed to ran that light. So initially they were saying what happened is that they were supposed to got caught at the light, and then the car was supposed to roll up and spray both vehicles.
Yeah.
But Gene Deal said he told him to run the light. That's why Puff them didn't get caught at that light. But he thought that the guy that was driving Biggs them was gonna run the light, but he stopped. So that's why, and because they almost was saying too that Puff, that was a Puff hit, that they were supposed to be hitting Puff. That's what Gene Deal was kind of saying as well. And he was saying that since they didn't get Puff because they ran the light, boom, the next best thing behind them, Big, boom, 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 boom. But they were saying initially that was supposed to have been a Puff hit. I don't know how true that was either, but allegedly.
I don't know. But
Big
like
Hen
Gene
said,
Deal, man,
I know I
he had
ain't
a
getting
lot of stories.
Big Hen said, I know I ain't getting my big ass in the car.
Nah, don't do it.
No,
trying to get chaotic to get in the car, but he don't want to go.
Now, if Suge didn't look, Pat Boone back in the building, DJ Boone in the building. He said, I already told y'all, Puffy. Well, we finna find out, man. We finna find out.
Finna come out now.
We're going to find out, because if they don't get to Keefe D first, he put the LOL up there.
Yeah.
If they don't get to Keefe D first, I definitely think Keefe's gonna tell on some people. And I'm a put it out here by saying this. I think the story of the Cadillac, like I think there was a white Cadillac. I believe all that because other people outside of their entourage witnessed that. But I'm gonna be the first one to say if Keefe D make it to being able to expose some people, I don't think the people that was in the car was in the car. I think it was a different set of people that was in the car. And maybe one or two or some other, I don't know, but we'll find out, man.
Yeah.
We'll find
Have
out.
they put a date on it yet?
Stay tuned.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I know
Not
he
yet.
just recently tried to get bail and they denied him bail. So y'all definitely hit that like, that share button, hit the comments, hit the love, the hearts, all that good stuff, man. Tap in with us, hit the share button, tag your peoples in there, man. Tell them we talking about Keefe D. I think they lining Keefe D up. I always said that too. I think he's the fall guy.
Yeah.
He's the fall guy.
Yeah, they're trying to close that case.
He is Dr. What was the doctor that killed Michael Jackson name? He's allegedly killed. He's the doctor.
Yeah.
Would y'all agree that if he's the fall guy, he's the doctor. He's the initial one.
The guy who killed Michael Jackson didn't even get that much time. Conrad something.
Yeah, Conrad Payne or something. But
he didn't get that much time.
Said, Zilla, would you got in the car on a hit you called? Did he just a cold what he do? Did he a puppet master? No, he already said he ain't getting his black ass in the car. So
Yeah.
Man,
Did
Only
it?
thing
I don't
Did
know
it
why
and
he's
that-
so
publish it.
adamant about Suge being in the car when man, I ain't getting in that motherfucker. Suge probably was the same way if he would have knew. I ain't getting in there. You crazy than what? But Big Hen said the only thing that would save Puff is that Pac jumped Orlando. A solid lawyer will eat that up for Puff. Even if Keefe say Puff paid for the hit, the fight will kill that argument.
Right. It will.
Yeah.
Not unless they say that Puff paid Keith to be out there by herself to initially. Because they remember I told you they said that the other gang affiliates said that they don't, when they in Vegas and spots like that, they don't walk nowhere by themselves. So it was strange to him that Baby Lane was out there in that open with that many, knowing that many Bloods was in town. He would be out there in the open by himself.
There's something strange about
Pat
this.
Boone
Really
still saying Puffy.
It's just something strange about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's something strange about Puffy.
Yeah, something is strange about all that. It's like a building block. You trying to put a house together, and you missing that one piece.
Yeah.
And that's the piece.
It's deep. It's deep, brother.
Yeah.
That's all I can say, man. And that's why I was saying now me and you don't really have a feuding point because both of our theories might be out the window. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. We just gonna see. We just gonna see how this goes. But from some of the research I've been doing, like I don't think that I definitely don't think Suge had nothing to do with it. So I'm gonna stick to that one.
Yeah.
We got J Love in the building. He said it's so deep. Yes, it's definitely deep. It's this rabbit hole goes very deep. Just on the surface of some of the things I've been, like I said, man, I've been able to read along with some statements that certain people have made from the girls that was on the scene that was kind of right there when the shooting went down to Reggie Wright Jr. I was able to read through and hear his statement. Man, he snitched on everybody. He been calling everybody a snitch, but Reggie Wright Jr. is a really big snitch. Like he told on a lot of people. I almost feel like that's why because he initially told the police that he think Keefe D has something to do with the Tupac shooting, which I think that's why he trying to line him up because of the cop theory. I'm telling y'all, I think that's how that went down. But we'll find out. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll soon find out.
Yeah.
Chaotic. Make sure, hey, go ahead and plug the cook up show, man. Boy, you doing your thing on Saturday. Y'all got to tune in.
So Saturday, each and every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., I do a show called The Weekend Cook Up, and it's on the radio, KMHP Digital Radio, one of the first digital radios of Minnesota. It's a lot of people around here doing their thing, but yes, we making sure we run it up. You know, much respect to everybody doing their thing, but yes, every Saturday I got a show called The Weekend Cook Up. Man, I give you the best in new school, old school, and the independent stars of the world. Man, I give you crazy, chaotic one stories. Man, I talk about everything, and we do it all live. I take calls. I do a lot of stuff, man, and I just want to give a shout to this guy at the bottom because my first Weekend Cook Up was on DJ Grady Baby Radio.
Yeah, sure was.
Yeah. And WCQB.
Yeah.
DJ Grady Baby and WCQB. So I had the opportunity of being able to be blessed by the band.
I'm so proud of you, man. Man, look here. You took off, man. I'm looking up to you now, man. I'm like, I'm be like you, chaotic. I gotta get them chaotic numbers now.
J Love said nobody will not know the truth till it come out the horse mouth itself.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I do think that story is finna change. That whole Cadillac and who was in the Cadillac. I think that story is about to change. So
well, me personally, I'm thinking they're just gonna really just pin it on Keefe. They're gonna pin it on him, and then so they can shut the case down because they tired of dragging this case on.
Yeah.
You know.
I definitely, but I think
the man mom don't pass. You know, I think his pop's still living.
Yeah,
You know?
yes.
Yeah.
But
His sister is the one who got his estate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
His sister and Jada, she got some type of
I
hand
heard
in it
it was
too.
a white guy that had his estate.
Nah,
Some
it's
white
his
dude.
sister. She came out the other day with a statement. Her and Jada. I think Jada has her hand in the estate too. Somehow,
Jada
some way.
Pinkett?
Yeah.
I don't think she got that.
Yeah. She came. Yeah, I was reading about it a couple of days ago. Some way, somehow, she has her hands in that estate, and she can afford it.
Helping out. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's probably helping out
She
with
can afford
everything,
it.
getting everything approved.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's fact. I like the fact check.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac did not leave a will when he passed away.
Yeah,
so
he
his
didn't.
estate went to his mother, Afeni Shakur. She
Right.
managed everything on his behalf until she died in 2016. After her passing, the estate was set to transition into new hands with former Warner Brothers CEO Tom Wally as the executor of the trust for Tupac's
but
music.
his sister
Hold
oversees
on, brother. Can I finish reading? According to a lawsuit filed by Sequoia, Afeni left all of her tangible personal property to him after she died in 2016, which includes the items that she had inherited from Tupac. So
she's over the estate. It was just in the
bro, it
news the
just
other day.
said right here, Tom Wally is over the estate.
Hold on. Where my phone at? No,
I'm on the computer right here.
Yeah,
Bro.
I know. I know. It probably saying dude, but his sister is over the estate now. She got the estate. I don't know if she got in the lawsuit or whatever, but I was just reading about it a couple of days ago.
But were you reading that she owns the estate or that she
owns
wants
the estate now?
There's a difference
the estate.
between wanting the estate and
ain't wanting. She is over the estate.
Hold on.
Period.
Okay, Chaotic over there looking now. He looking.
We gonna debate forever because you be wrong about a lot of shit.
I'm serious. I've read it. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I read it a couple of days ago.
Cause you done called me before saying cause I read this and then I go and read what you read. And
Let me go grab my phone. Hold on for a minute.
Grab that motherfucker.
Hey, look, I'm staying out of this. Hey. I'm staying out of this.
You don't want no part of this shit? Hold on.
Hey. It's family business right there.
Because they was trying to dispute what dude was talking about, the reason why they snatched dude up. She came out and said something about she don't think it's him. She think it's a little bigger than him.
Mm-hmm. And I think, I said I was gonna stay out of it. I was gonna say Chaotic is right by the guy getting it, but Jada Pinkett probably helped her get control of it.
Tupac's estate.
So I don't know. I hope
she from what I'm seeing, she owns 10% of the estate.
Okay. 10%.
It said when Afeni Shakur passed away, she left the estate which contained Tupac's estate to her daughter Sakaya Shakur and the Tupac Shakur Foundation. Afeni Shakur appointed an executor that wasn't one of her major beneficiaries, which was the white guy. Sequoia is claiming ownership of the combined state, with the foundation being entitled to a 10% share of the annual income. Afeni reportedly set up a trust to control Tupac's music and named Tom Wally the executor.
So he's the executive of the trust. So I guess that meaning he have say, he like an advisor or something. You know what I'm saying? So you remember this movie? What's the name of this movie? It's a comedy, Hitch. You remember Hitch?
Yeah.
And Allegra, the lady.
Yeah.
And those older men was the executive over it. They would give her advice on what to do with it.
Right.
Maybe could that be what you're saying? That he is
yeah, he's over the estate. She has ownership, but he's the major controlling in the estate and decisions. So that's why I was saying maybe she was saying something to the fact that she wants more of, but from what I just read right there, she left that to the Tom Wally dude.
Okay.
and set up something so that the sister could still be involved with it. But Dennis said the feds is rolling with the RICO, so his lawyer ain't going to have a chance in hell to eat it up in a federal court of law. The feds is going to start off this is a black criminal enterprise. You got West Coast gangs and East Coast gangs, so RICO Act is going to be a big issue. Man, this stuff is finna get crazy, man. But I just want to see it. I just
RICO out.
See it all unfold.
Everybody getting hit with the RICO.
Man, the RICO, yeah. No, it's finna be some stuff in the water out here. It's finna be some stuff out here in the water.
Well,
but
I ain't gonna hold y'all long.
This is a deep show, man. We went almost 2 hours tonight, and still ain't getting nowhere. But this was a dope show right here, and I know with everything that's unfolding, this probably won't be the last of the shows of these series, but this is part 2 right here. So, man, Grady, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Taking time out your schedule to come and talk a little with us.
Appreciate the invite, man.
I appreciate each and everybody that tapped in tonight in the comments section, that gave your undivided attention or just stopped through for a minute to say what's up and give your input. Once again, we got so many different levels. Did Puffy do it? Did Suge Knight do it? Did the police do it? We don't know, man. But I do believe that if Keefe does not get taken out, that we about to find out. So if it is Suge, I will come right back on here and I will personally apologize and say, hey, you guys were exactly right. You know what I mean? And you got my word that I will do that. You're a witness, Grady. I'm gonna come on here and tell Zilla that he was definitely right about his theory. But if I'm right,
how did she get 10% of the estate anyway if Tupac didn't have a will?
Because the mother, yeah, Feeney left it.
Her portion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she basically kept her in there to have some controlling say so over the situation. Right. So dude can't just go and do whatever he wants. He still got to consult with them, but he's the main controller of the whole estate.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So
I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and let y'all do y'all thing, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man. Bro. Thanks for checking in, Grady.
Appreciate you.
Love you, bro.
Bro. Before you go though, tell the people where they can find you at and everything and all that good stuff.
Man, I'm hiding on the radar right now. I ain't ready to come out just yet. I'm working on some big things, some new things. Okay. We still doing the. I'm on WCQB 99.9 FM. We doing the Power Mix every Wednesday from 12 noon. Eastern time and 11 Central time till 6 in the evening. So we got a lot of DJs. We got some One Structure DJs, some Coalition DJs. They mixing it up. So that's where you probably hear my voice on there. But I'm working on something major. I can't make an announcement yet because I signed an NDA. So I'm waiting on some stuff to jump off. Chaotic. Definitely y'all gonna be the first to know. Man, it's real major.
Yeah. Well, let's make it happen, man. You already know, man. It's the network. We family, baby. Let's keep it all in the family and let's make it happen.
Real.
Yes, sir. We got to get Chaotic. We're gonna get you guys on that iHeartRadio. Yeah. Man, we got to get that. Coming, y'all. I'm gonna speak it into
No, I'm already headed there, bro. You a little bit behind. I ain't announced it yet.
I'm speaking into existence. Yeah, because I know we on WCQB, we on that distributed on iHeartRadio, and we're working on some new things. So definitely, man, each one reach one, each one teach one. That's what we all about, man. And I'm so glad that Chaotic, what little I showed him, he took it and grew with it. And that's what it's about. Taking the information and go and be great. And that's what you're doing, man.
For sure. I appreciate that,
set
bro.
The trend.
Appreciate you stopping through, man.
All right, Zillow.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Y'all got some more shoes? All right, please. I get with y'all out there, man. I need some more shoes, man. I need some Platinum Boy shoes. All right.
But yeah, man. Yeah, that was dope right there, man. I like that. But hold on, we got a couple of more people in the building. I mean, well, cuz Dennis said
Marvin Hayes. Who the hell is
it's
this?
easy to be the successor of the estate if you are a sibling or family member. I'm going through this right now. He said good night. Minnesota wrongfully convicted judicial reform. Hello, everyone. Free Marvin Haynes. Hello to you, whoever you are. We appreciate you tapping in. You know what I mean? If y'all are tapping in, no matter what part of the world you watching, because they don't show all the likes and everything, y'all don't know how many likes and stuff I actually be getting. So make sure y'all hit that love button, that like button, whatever you want to let the algorithm know that we doing our thing. Make sure you hit the share button and all that stuff. And shout out to the Minnesota wrongfully convicted judicial reform. Shout out to y'all. But Dennis says, Zilla, we are family. I could step in and take over your estate without a solid trust and a team of attorneys. But yeah, man. So part 2. We right back. We right still where we started, but we got a little bit deeper. Everybody, you know, as you can see, the conversation gets a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. So let's see if we can come up with a part 3 of this. You know, we'll wait for a little while and see what comes. But next week we got Big Nene, the lioness, on the platform. She's gonna be joining us. So shout out to her, and man, shout out to the whole KMHP family. Shout out to the Platinum Boy family. Shout out to OTG Oso. Good look on that tour. Our artist is gonna go on the road, and that's all compliments to this guy right here. He's running Platinum Boy and he's doing his thing. So you know, shout out to you. You know, shout out to Be Humble for stopping through. Shout out to Big Hen for stopping through. Shout out to Shawan Moore. Shout out to Sippy Zone. Shout out to Cuz Dennis. Shout out to the Minnesota wrongfully convicted judicial reform. Shout out to J Love. Shout out to Pat Boone. Did I get everybody?
You got everybody.
Shout out to PJ Grady, baby. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that took time
shout out to UAW.
Jaslyn. So stopped through. So shout out to her. Shout out to Sean Butters Nichols. Shout out to Afro Preacher. Man, we appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping through. Dennis says, shout out to the UAW Local 551 and CAP. So, man, it's going down, man. Zilla, I appreciate you, brother. We always do this, and we do it big, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's getting bigger and bigger, brother. You know what I mean?
It is.
In a minute, you ain't gonna be able to walk nowhere.
Nah, I see.
Take it one day at a time, brother.
Yeah, just to let y'all know, the tour is on November 25th. First stop, Columbus, Ohio. We coming at y'all, boy. You feel me? OTG PBM, baby.
Yes, sir. It
yes,
is.
Sir.
Oh, hold on. Dang, that's crazy. How did she do that? That's crazy.
What's that?
So the Minnesota whatever, somebody just texted me something else. Like, it's crazy. Like, we out here. We out here, baby. We out here. We blowing up. No, we blowing up. We doing our thing. No, I'm just playing. I'm very humble, and the hard work pays off. And we working hard, and we're gonna continue to work hard. We got some things that's finna jump off. It's gonna blow y'all mind, like this tour with OTG going on. So you know, man, keep doing your thing, bro. We got some things going on with KMHP. Shout out to Nikki Love.
Nikki Love, what's up, boo?
Yeah, shout out to Benson. Shout out to pretty much everybody, man. Everybody that rock with us in some kind of way. My kids, my grands, man, everybody that shows us some kind of love. If you've ever hit the share button, the like, the love, shout out to you. Man, just shout out to everybody. And we only played one snippet of a song from Big Nene Lioness tonight. That's a new goal. That's a new height for us, because we usually playing that music. But this conversation was so deep that Dennis said the Bears 30-20. Now you want a sports bet? But yeah, man, on that note, man, Zilla,
we are out of here, baby.
Out of here, baby. Much love.
That's
New
love
Music
you.
and Business Thursdays with me and this guy. Who?
Zilla.
And I go
Catch
by
y'all
the name
next
of
week.
Chaotic
Chaotic.
One. Make sure y'all check me out Saturday, man. I
Weekend
post all the
cookout,
links everywhere. You can catch it all down my Facebook, Instagrams. Catch us on Instagram at KMHP Digital Radio. You can follow us there. You can also follow us on Facebook at KMHP Digital Radio. Also, the Weekend Cookup radio show. You can also find us at Platinum Boy Music LLC. We got pages all over the place. You can find us on TikTok, Snapchat, everywhere. So get with us, man.
Yeah.
We out of here. One love.
Yeah.
Peace.